Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be a Primark haul. So I went to Primark in Manchester this week and I just picked up a few bits from like knitwear and things like that, and I spent £100 or so, if you were wondering. And if you're new to my channel, I'm Charlotte, by the way. I am actually 18 weeks pregnant, but none of this stuff is maternity, so you'll be able to wear it regardless of being pregnant or not. So do stick around, because I promise it's not just going to be all about that bump. But I'm going to get right into it and show you all the prices and try on everything for you as well. So the first thing that everybody always says is like, the first thing that I got is what I'm wearing today, which is actually true in this case, because it is just this tartan sort of plaid flannel shirt, depending on where you're from. And this was dotted around the Manchester store in a few spots, and it's just such a lovely collection of autumnal colours. I really liked it. So we've got like the kind of orangey mustard shade, and then we've got a cream and then a navy blue, and I love these at this time of year because they're great as a layering piece. They're great if you are pregnant, because I just had them undone over like a long line vest top, and they're super comfortable. And this was only £7, and they had a few different like colourways as well, because obviously track shirts at this time of year are really in. So what I'm going to do next is go on to any smaller items just to sort of get them out the way, and then I'll show you the rest of the bits afterwards. So the first thing I got is some underwear, and I'm quite happy to sort of show this on camera. You ain't going to see any like footage of me wearing it though. Jesus, nobody needs to see that right now. But I really like these thongs. I like thongs. I have a really like big arse basically and wide hips, and these just work better than any like bigger underwear because they tend to like bunch up and sit on my waist instead. So I got a pack of these, and they are really comfortable because there's no like tight lining to them. They're all just basically lace, and you can get 3 for £3. So I got this nice little set of lilac, cream and pink. Then I also got some bigger underwear as well. I think these are like their Primark minis range. Yeah, they are the mini, and again they're 3 for £3. And just to wear like, you know, at night, sometimes I just wear like underwear and a t-shirt to bed and things like that. And I always get underwear like a size up, so they don't like dig in any way, and they're like really comfortable. So I got both sets in a large, which is 14 to 16, and normally I would be a 12. Then next up I got some of these invisible socks, and this is 3 pairs for £2.50. Normally I would just get the plain white ones, but my other half Mark has some of these as well for when he wears like certain shoes, and we just keep getting them mixed up. Well, I say I keep getting them mixed up when I like sort through laundry and stuff. So I thought I'm gonna get some like obvious girly ones so I know that they're mine. But you got like a grey and white heart print one here, a cream and pink heart print one, and then these pink ones with a big grey heart on. So they look really comfortable actually, and at least I know they're mine. I am so excited to put these on once I finish this video, and they're like these little, they're called cozy footlets, and they are only £2. And I just sometimes prefer these to slippers, because what's really nice about them is that you can throw them in the washing machine and the dryer, and they don't really lose their shape because they're all just quite like sock like anyway, but they are so thick and cozy. And I love like the grey marl effect and the little pom-poms here. So these are what I'm going to be wearing now. It's a little bit colder. And then next up, because I always end up picking up something from like the till area, you know, when they have like little bits laid out to entice you, I always get sucked in and pick something up. And this is the pumpkin pie sauna mask, and I've used these before, and I believe this is only £1, but I just thought it would be nice, and I like the idea of like pumpkin because obviously it's that time of year, and hopefully it'll smell really nice as well. And then the final sort of accessory little thing that I got is this, and I almost didn't buy one because I actually have one of these that's like slightly smaller, more of like a collar type one that I've had for a couple of years actually, that I got from eBay, but I just couldn't resist them, and they had loads of different colours. And it is basically this long faux fur fluffy grey scarf, and I just love it. I have no words. It's it was £8, and they had like a black like monochrome one, like one that was like sort of beigey creamy, and a little bit of like a light blue. But I just loved this because I absolutely love grey, and I thought it would go with like quite a few different things. I tend to wear my other one with a leather jacket when I go out and things like that, so I thought that this one would be like a different colourway if I fancied it. And it's super soft and actually really cozy. It's not just one of those things that you put on for the sake of it, and I thought it would dress up up, you know, an outfit if you have to snuggle up in a coat when you go on nights out over the festive period. So I got this, and I'm not ashamed to say that I'm absolutely in love with it. So the primary reason that I went to Primark was to get a few basics, because obviously I am pregnant and your body grows quite quickly, but I'm not a big fan of maternity wear, if I'm honest. I always find it quite mumsy sometimes and frumpy, or maybe just not to my style. So what I tend to do is try and find pieces that I can like size up, and then once this little baby boy is born, I can wear them again without my bumps. So the first thing that I picked up, which I think is like a pregnancy essential, and I wear them, you know, whether I'm pregnant or not, because I just think they are great to have, is one of these long line cami vests. And this is just a plain white one. I got it in a size 14, so a size up than I normally am, just so I can sort of like accommodate the bump a bit more. And they're only £3, but you can lay them over like leggings to cover up your bum if you're more comfortable wearing those. You can put them under jumpers at this time of year, like just as that added layer, and they're just so versatile and I love them. And they usually come in quite a few colours, but this time I only managed to find black and white, which was a bit of a shame, but I just picked up a white one because I feel like white is the most versatile colour and kind of goes with everything. Now, while they didn't have many colours of the vest, I did notice something new, which are these like long line tees, and this is like a purpley sort of dusky pinky purple colour, and these are £3.50. Again, I got these in a size 14, and it is just like a really long t-shirt. So again, I could wear this and it would stretch over my bum really nicely, and I could layer it under things. I could probably put it under this if I wanted to, or like other jackets and jumpers, and I just like the added like extra of having sleeves. And if I do like it when it's on, because I haven't tried any of these things on, I might head back and get a few more colours because I did like the look of them. And then finally, who goes to Primark and doesn't pick up some form of like leggings or comfy trousers, especially when they're only £2.80, and these are a size 14 again, and just their basic leggings. So now on to knitwear, which is probably the more exciting stuff at this time of year. I've only got a few pieces and then I've got coat at the end to show you, but the first thing that I got is this sort of, I don't know, bodycon ribbed like midi type dress, and it's in this maroon shade. As you can see, it is ribbed and it's very comfortable and soft. It has long sleeves that flare out at the end, which is quite nice as like an added extra. Again, I got it in a 14 for my bump, and they were £10, and there were a few different colours, but I just thought this was like the most autumnal of all of them, and it will probably come down to about your knee, I reckon, maybe a little bit shorter on me with my bump. And I just thought, I'll get it. I'll show my figure off while I have this big belly and like just embrace it for a little bit. But I thought it would just be really useful, you know, like with like tights and boots and like a leather jacket if you were going out, just like really understated but a little bit different. So they were a good look out. They had lots of jumper dresses and this style of dress in at the moment, which seems to be like a big theme, with a lot of chenille as well. So chenille jumpers, chenille cardigans, and even tops. So they're definitely worth checking out because they've got loads of different types. So the next thing I picked up was this super soft cowl neck sweatshirt jumper type thing. It has a little kangaroo pocket on the stomach and then toggles here, and then it's obviously got this cowl neck which keeps your neck nice and toasty and warm, and it's really soft. Like, it's called super soft for a reason. And I just picked this up because sometimes I just want to wear something that I can like throw on. So if I'm out and about doing chores and errands and I just like want to be comfy in like a leggings and one of these, I got this, and it is, I've already worn this and tried it on, and it's so cozy, and they had a few more colours as well. So if I do head back to Primark anytime soon, I might pick up another one. Oh, and I don't know if I said, but this was £8. So the next thing that I got is this jumper, and I absolutely love it, and it was only £10 as well, and it comes in quite a few colorways, and it's a super fluffy and quite loose and oversized baggy jumper. I picked it in this kind of like violet periwinkle blue type shade, and I really like this. I feel like this is like a colour that's like often forgotten at this time of year, but it is quite festive because it's like icy blue, isn't it, really? And I just thought this with like a pair of jeans and some boots would be really nice. And this is so cozy as well, and I got this, it came in like small, medium, large and extra large. I got this in large, which is 14 to 16, just like size wise with my belly again, but they are just lovely, and they came in cream, there was a pink one, there was a grey, there was a black one. So if you are interested but you're not a fan of this colour, then there are lots of other ones available. So this next jumper is a colourway version of a bit of a classic. I have the grey and yellow one from last year, and then there are two others that I've seen making the rounds on YouTube a lot at the moment, and that is the grey and the really bright pink, and then the kind of oatmeal and like a luminous orange. And I thought like everybody has those two, but I haven't seen anyone pick up the monochrome one yet, and I have the black and white version. And basically it's all black, but then at the end of the sleeves and at the end of the hem here at the bottom it's like a creamy white colour. And I just thought that this would be so classic, because bright colours tend to be in at certain times of year, different years, different styles and fashions, but I thought black and white is always in. And I thought this with like some, you know, like leather effect jeans or like leggings would be really cool, and some like biker style boots, like with like a dark lip, maybe on a night out. Maybe I won't be doing that anytime soon because I'm pregnant and can't drink, which sucks, but it would look lovely on one of you if you're not pregnant. And I just thought it would be really cozy to wear, like, you know, for autumnal walks and things like that. So I'm really pleased with this because I feel like it's really chic and quite classy, and I will get a lot of wear out of it. So the last thing I've got, as I mentioned, is a coat, and I thought that this was an absolute bargain because it's only £23, and I was expecting all of these to be a lot more expensive than they were. I've been on the market for one for a while, but I just couldn't find one that wasn't like an absolute fortune. And I have something similar already, but it's a lot thicker and heavier, and it's one of those things where like I feel like I can only wear right in the middle of winter when it's absolutely freezing and you can see your breath when you're outside. But this is kind of like an in-between, which would be perfect for the autumn period. And it is this navy blue sort of long line Anoraki Mac type thing. It is slightly like padded and it's quilted inside, and it has a like fleecy inner lining to the hood, and then a lovely like, I don't know what colour that is, like a kind of beigey and black fur there. But it's just not too thick, not too thin, and more importantly it will keep me dry. But for 23 quid, and bearing in mind there are other colours available like black, and then there was a maroon I think as well, it's really really worth the money, and I was dead pleased with it. So yeah, that is everything that I've bought. So it was about £100 altogether, which I think, considering I got a coat, was really really good value. So I hope you enjoyed that video and it sort of gave you a little look into what's available at Primark at the moment. If you are new to my channel, I would love it if you subscribe, but I will leave that down to you. And I hope you have a lovely day whatever you're up to, and I will see you next time. Bye!